Hello and good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of A Journey into the Mind. This will be teachings of consciousness because it is of the mind, but with a little bit of tune about a meditation. What is it that we perceive when we are conscious, and how you can use your consciousness to manifest anything that you desire? I'm going to give you a few minutes of silence while I read at the same time how you can accomplish this. The reason why I use the topic of a journey into the mind is because this is one of the process, or perhaps the main process I use to be able to transform my mind from the state where I was, divorcing and facing the death of my family in a foreign country, to being able to write 6 books later on, 7 years later. Almost as if I wrote a book every year. So you can manifest anything that you desire. But in order to do that, you have to clear your mind. You have to be present in that conscious state of being without the monkey mind, without thinking, without the what ifs, and without allowing your subconscious mind to interfere into the feelings that you're getting inside that will drive you to manifest what you desire. Just listen for a few minutes. First of all, set an intention. What is it that you wish to manifest? Not how. What do you want? What do you want to manifest? If you have the opportunity, what is it that you want? What is important to you right now, today, in this moment? Set that intention. First of all, let's create an intention of freedom, peace, love, compassion, kindness, dedication, and mutual consciousness, universal consciousness. By doing that, what you send out, you will receive as well. Remember that miracles are the ability of us manifesting something into a reality. You think of a desire that you have, and you go with that desire without stopping to conquer it. You see it happen, you visualize it, you experience it, you see yourself in that position, whether it is love or something material. You actually have to enter into that world at a non-physical level of your conscious mind in order for you to manifest it. It is almost like a 3D. You project it, you think about it, and then you make it a reality. But before we do that, we have to have almost like a super mental consciousness, a consciousness without limitation, where you enter into the unlimited power of your peaceful, non-thinking mind to get the ultimate potential that you can from it. Think of consciousness. I know that most people speak of consciousness, but they don't really define it. Consciousness is when you separate yourself completely from the physical world into, if you may want to call it, the spiritual world, the astral world, the mind of God, something that exists that you don't even know that is there. If you want to think in a more deep way, think of the way that Nikola Tesla used to think, that there is something beyond the reality of this material world that we do not understand, but it has an incredible power. To get there, first of all, you have to become the observer. And at the same time, you are witnessing. Think of it as if you were dreaming. In a dream, you are conscious. You are asleep in a delta state. But you are performing. So you are the witness. You're witnessing everything that is happening. And you also are the subject and the object at the same time. You are both. It's almost like the word that I say in my previous video on Conscious Dating Online. You become something and nothing because you leave the physical world and you go into a dimension of the mind of God, which is the mind that Jesus completely lived, even though he was in a physical world. He was in the conscious mind of God, the mind that projects, the mind that makes miracles, the mind that makes things happen. This is why he performed miracles. And we can do the same. This state without limitation is where we go and we are completely free. We detach from this world. We'll become whole, one with the universe. We become universal consciousness instead of our own consciousness. To do this, we also have to experience and see ourselves in a mirror where we develop ourselves through a conscious state of mind and become something that is unexpected. We're not in our physical body. We are something that navigates through the space of between space and time. And we're not even a mind because we're not thinking. Things are being processed through us. Think of that. You have acquired a universal energy, an energy of the mind of God, and you are processing everything through oneness without thinking. The only time you're thinking is if you're in a dream and you are acting. That's the only time. You have to be able to allow this consciousness to expand and embrace everything that comes with it. Through this process of consciousness, we navigate outside this world, as I said before. And we can experience things that are unknown to us. At the same time, one must be very certain of who you are. When you travel outside the dimensions of the physical world, you have to know who you are. Are you a spiritual being, or are you just a soul navigating through the universe? Because there are many souls navigating in the universe without consciousness. And you must be careful that they don't return in your body. I know that not too many people speak about this when they talk about consciousness, but that is possible. It is possible for an ancient entity, let's say from the Mayan times or from Egyptian times, to navigate with you in the astral world, in the spiritual world, and try to get into your being. If you're not secure of who you are as a spirit, in representation of your divine nature, you can get lost. And you don't want that. You want to go with the experience that's going to help you navigate through a level of your mind that you can control and differentiate between good and evil, between possibilities and negativity. You have to be certain of who you are. The next step is if you want to get into the state of mind, is to become silence, to be quiet, and not necessarily listen to your thoughts, but experience everything that is happening in the moment. The truth is that once you navigate into the spiritual world, the astral world, which is the world that Jesus went to when he left this earth, it's not a demon world. It's the world where you connect with God. Once you navigate through that, you are completely detached from everything that is negative. And you just experience things of divine nature. That's what they are. They are things of divine nature. Because think about the possibility of why we are so developed today through some of the inventions that people such as Einstein and Nikola Tesla, Newton, have developed through their ability of using their mind, their subconscious mind, to navigate through a world outside of this physical being that we are, and be able to help with the evolution that we live in today. It is a beautiful process. A process that, unless you practice, you're never going to be able to experience. You have to be able to navigate through the negative energies and remain certain of who you are. You can fight this energy even though you're not in a physical world. With your spirit, if you're strong, nothing can get through you. Nothing. Remember this, that when you are in a state of mind that is consciousness, and you're seeking for something to help you navigate through a desire, a manifestation, a miracle, or anything of that nature, you are searching for something that is also searching for you or seeking you. That which you're seeking for is seeking you, which is divine power within yourself, which is there. Divine power is not something that we have because we're strong and we're masculine or feminine, or we're famous or we're popular and we have it all financially. No, my friends. Divine power is something outside the mind. In the physical world, there are limitations. In the conscious world of divine power, there are no limitations. Remember that. You become complete, and you become like a diamond that illuminates from within and never, never ends. Because you are the light. When you go outside the consciousness, you become what you are as a being, a pure soul, a soul that illuminates, traveling through space and time to connect with your divine nature. Thank you for listening to this video. Share if you like. And it is a video that teaches you how to use your mind at a conscious level to navigate through the spiritual world, or the world of your divine nature, so that you can connect with you and have that power that says, I can do all things. Just like Jesus said, I can do all things. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Love and light.